Vice President JD Vance filling in for White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt at a press briefing yesterday where he was asked about speculation that Ilhan Omar may have committed immigration fraud.
I don't want to prejudge an investigation. I mean, you read the things about Ilhan Omar and about, who she married and whether she didn't marry this person or that person. It certainly seems like something fishy is there, but everybody's entitled to equal justice under the laws. So we're going to investigate it. We're going to take a look at it. If we think that there's a crime, we're going to prosecute that crime. And that's something the Department of Justice is looking at right now.
Joining us now to react, senior writer for the Washington Examiner and Fox's contributor, Joe Concha. And Joe, on the substance, look, doesn't bode well when the VP is saying, hey, this looks fishy. And he is part of the administration that is ultimately investigating, and Congress is investigating as well. But let's go to the optics of all of this. First, Rubio, now Vance. Is the Brady briefing room the new proving ground for 2028 contenders?
Oh, very, very interesting. And we saw Marco Rubio actually say that he would be the first person to endorse J.D. Vance if he announced that he was running for president. They wouldn't run against each other. But to your point, Todd, I find this so refreshing. We saw Rubio, the Secretary of State, flawlessly fill in for Caroline Leavitt while she was on maternity break last week, and now the vice president taking questions in the aforementioned James S. Brady briefing room yesterday. As far as I could tell, Todd, this is unprecedented. I mean, we never saw Kamala Harris, for example, take questions in any press conference or press briefing during her time as vice president or even as a presidential candidate. So when we hear from certain media members that the Trump administration is a threat to the free press, it's actually quite the opposite. This is the most transparent administration that I've seen in terms of taking questions, not only the president doing that on a daily basis for sometimes hours, but also the vice president, the secretary of state. We'll probably see Scott Bessent up there at some point. It's quite refreshing to use that term again.
Okay, so Joe, there's also this. Earlier this week, Mark Cuban joined President Trump at this event on lowering prescription drug costs through Trump RX. Joy Behar of The View caught wind of that moment and did not like that Cuba joined President Trump. Watch this.
You lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas.
Correct.
All right, that's number one. And I like Mark Cuban. I've always liked him, but this is a mistake.
A medication that I had to take for IVF is a tenth of the price on Trump RX. Whatever, it's tacky that his name is on it. Mark Cuban has dedicated his life to bringing down prescription drug costs. You're not going to convince me that just because Trump's involved, we should be like, screw it, don't bring down prescription drug costs.
If he's going to make a profit out of it, don't take it.
Yeah, and so the whole comment from Joy Behar is if you lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, referring to Mark Cuban joining the president at this event to lower prescription drug costs. She also says once Trump puts his name on prescriptions, we're all going to die. I mean, that's commentary that, in my opinion, it sounds more like a reflection on the person saying it rather than the people that they're talking about.
Yeah, and I'll say this for the 100th time, Carly and Todd. This is under the ABC News umbrella. Okay, so when they say these things, it's a reflection on that network in general in terms of its news organization. And the Trump administration, expanded this TrumpRx.gov with what? More than 600 new generic drugs, and that obviously reduces prescription costs for millions of Americans. That's been a very, very big deal for a long time since Obamacare came along and increased health premiums and health insurance through the roof. Joy Behar has a big problem with that. She could afford, by the way, high prices on pharmaceuticals. Her TDS is a mental illness with no known cure at this point. Maybe we need a drug for that. I mean, she can't even give Mark Cuban credit for working together for the benefit of the American people because it's with Trump, and that's the way TDS works, guys.
And remember, Cuban really does not like Trump. He's doing this because he wants you, the American people, to have lower drug prices, something 100% of us, maybe not the drug companies, but the rest of us should be behind. Joe Concha, got to leave it there.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.